Like, he tells young men, hey, quit getting in relationships with these women that push you around. Chris Rock said it best: women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men are only loved under the condition that they provide something, right? And I get that. We do, like, that's our role. That's our gender role. We do need to provide something. Excuse me, hoarse throat today. But there is a stigma around men's mental health that isn't valued. And a woman who's controlling and manipulative in a relationship, is viewed much more fondly by society than a man who acts that way. It's just a fact. And he's telling guys, hey, quit falling for these hoes, man. And I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, I've never seen him say, hey, walk up to your girlfriend and smack her in the mouth and tell her to shut up. That's not how, like, you know, I wear the pants in this relationship. I've never seen him say that. I've never seen him say anything remotely close to that. So when I see that, like when I see women that are really upset about him and don't seem to have any one or two things he said, they can't point to any specifics. They just know they hate Andrew Tate. I kind of assume they're more of the Jada Pinkett Smith breed, the toxic women. And it's like, you know, kind of being done a favor by this guy and pointing out the ones to stay away from, because just like it threatens the regime's agenda, when young men question the Matrix and question, you know, their whole livelihood, and question, hey, maybe I can be more than a worker bee. Maybe I can be more than a fat consuming piece of crap that just eats McDonald's and shops on Amazon and plays video games all day. Maybe I can aspire to be more than that. And this guy's telling me that. That's a threat to the regime's agenda. But a guy telling men to not let women use him as a doormat is a threat to the agenda of manipulative, controlling women like that, of the Jada Pinkett Smiths of the world. I've been with manipulative women before. It's horrible. And let me tell you, I'm engaged right now. And let me tell you, when you find women that are also when you find a woman that's also free of the Matrix, right? That's not like those Jada Pinkett Smiths, that don't feel threatened by a man who's willing to be a man, who's willing to, you know, put himself first, and he's not abusive, he's not an asshole, but he's also not going to be a doormat, and he's going to stand up for himself and his own principles. When you find a woman who wants that, who actively seeks that out in a man, your relationships will be much more fulfilling. Excuse me. Like, I'm engaged right now, and let me tell you, man, back to the Chris Rock quote. I've had issues with some mental health stuff throughout my life, right? I struggle with imposter syndrome and things along those lines. So let me tell you, man, even on the days where I feel the most worthless, right, where I feel as low as I can get, she has never once made me feel that I don't bring value to the table. She has never, like, that's never even been considered. Like, she has always made me feel like I am wanted and useful, even at my lowest points. And that's critical in a woman. And a lot of those women that just blindly hate people like Andrew Tate or Joe Rogan or Jordan Peterson won't do that. And they won't do that. And they hate people like that because they're telling you to aspire to find more. They want weak, cowardly men that they can wrap their hands around their neck and put a leash and a collar on them and tell them which way to go. They say jump, you say how high. And when you have a guy like Andrew Tate that says, get rid of them, they're toxic, that's a threat to their agenda.